Hi guys, it's Sarah Davison here, the divorce coach, and I wanted to talk to you because it's Divorce Day coming up. Yeah, there's such a thing. It's called D-Day, and it's the first working Monday of the new year, and it's known as D-Day or Divorce Day because that's the day that family law firms receive the biggest number of inquiries. So why does this happen? Why is 7th of January this year going to be known as D-Day? Why are there lots more people looking for information on how to get divorced on that day than any other time of the year? Well, it seems strange, doesn't it? Because Christmas is traditionally known as a family time, you know, for families and loved ones to get together. But because of that very fact, it also puts a lot of pressure on relationships. You know, if you've got a great relationship and you get on really, really well, then obviously it's a great quality time period of the year to spend together. So that really works. But what if you have rocky foundations? What if your relationship has some maybe ongoing resentment, frustrations that have been building up for a long period of time? What happens is that if you put quality time on top of that, so it's you and your partner and not the normal distractions maybe of the school run, maybe of getting up and going to work, you know, we're all thrown together at Christmas, aren't we? So you remove the usual distractions and routine, and suddenly those rocky foundations start to really show, those cracks start to grow because you're put together and you've got more time together. So you've got more time to focus on what the issues are. Now, that's why over the Christmas period things can get quite difficult for couples that haven't been having a very easy time of it. And that's why most people decide to break up. And again, New Year is a time for fresh starts, reevaluating your life. And again, that puts pressure on people to redefine, you know, what is it that I want from my marriage? What is it that I want from my relationship? And quite often, if you've had a tough time over Christmas, that will be the straw that breaks the camel's back. And that's why there are so many people looking at this time of year for information on how to get divorced or how to separate from their partner. But, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. You know, it is a new year and time for a new you, if you like. You know, if you haven't been happy and, you know, you have tried to save your marriage and tried to make it work, or maybe this is something that's happened to you. Maybe it wasn't your choice. Maybe your partner has decided that they don't want to be with you anymore. And I know how tough that can be. You know, that happened to me. So I know what it's like to be coming out of a relationship and to be feeling overwhelmed. Maybe your confidence is low. Maybe your self-esteem has been knocked. You know, it's quite normal to be feeling those kind of emotions along with the sadness, maybe the heartbreak as well. But because it's a new year, it's a great time to take stock. It's a great time to start planning, you know, okay, so if this has happened to you and if this is what you're going through and you are struggling to cope with your breakup, then this is a great time to grab back your control and start to decide what you want. You know, there are things you can do to help you feel better. There are things you can do to turn your life around. And it is possible now to redesign your life just the way you want it. Almost having a spring clean of your whole life. So out with the stuff that doesn't work for you, maybe severing some ties with people that maybe don't make you feel good about yourself, or maybe just spending less time with them, maybe putting in some more things that maybe you can do now, like your breakup bucket list. I always encourage my clients to write their breakup bucket list of everything they can do now that they could never have done when they were with their ex. You know, that could be wearing bright coloured nail varnish or, you know, climbing Everest. It depends. You know, there's so many things you could do. It could be small, it could be big. But start to think now about the things that you can do. You know, it's quite common and normal to want to reflect on the relationship and the things that you're missing. But, you know, if the relationship isn't working or hasn't worked out, then obviously it wasn't the perfect relationship for you to be in right now. So try and take off those rose-tinted glasses, and instead of romanticizing the relationship, which, guys, is totally normal, and we all do that, but actually try to look at it warts and all. You know, what were the things that annoyed you? What were the things that didn't work for you, you know? And try and focus your mind on those, as well as helping yourself to look forward into the future and putting in these breakup bucket list ideas, booking them in your diary, like ticking them off as you go. Spending time with people who can support you, who can listen to you, who can help you move forward. You know, we all have those friends who will help us and are great to talk to, but maybe pour fuel on the fire. You know, I had a client the other day whose friend had helped her chop up all her ex's clothes. And whilst, you know, that might have felt good in the moment potentially for her, the long-term consequences weren't so good. So pick your friends wisely, pick some people who can really help you see the positive and help you move through it. You know, there are things you can do. Yeah, I have a new book coming out this week, actually. It's called The Split, 30 Days from Breakup to Breakthrough. It's a 30-day plan to help you get through your breakup one step at a time. So maybe that's something you could use. There's information on Facebook and on my social media, so follow me for daily free tips and information. But do know that it's 2019 and you have a choice. You can either let your breakup define you and drag it forward with you, or you can decide, actually, you know what? 2019 is going to be my year, and you can set about to create it just the way you want it. So create a plan to get you excited, to get you moving, and I wish you all the best. Happy New Year, guys. Mwah. Bye.